So our dream, Sagamore, if you can make this happen, is to do a single barrel pick with you guys. But until then, we are going to review 2 of them.
You truthfully have no
Shame. I
shame.
do not have shame. I've learned if you don't ask, they can't say no to you.
Let's just go. Let's just get the review done.
Fair enough. Welcome back to another edition of Bourbon Kingdom. I'm David.
And I'm Zach.
And today we are going to review 2 Sagamore, the 9-year rye and the port finish rye batch 3.
Yeah, super excited about both these actually.
Yeah, actually as well, because if you've watched our channel at all, you know we kind of love Sagamore.
Yeah, big fans. These are actually 2 really hard bottles for us to get. But thankfully for our boy Joe, he helped us. What did you grab it?
I got a gnat right as we were doing
I don't know where a gnat came from. I've had one gnat floating around here for 2 days.
Yeah.
And I couldn't figure out where it came from.
Yeah.
Whatever.
We had a fly. We have a fly that just kind of randomly appears at the office, and it flies across my face all the time. It's like, son of a gun.
I mean, with that mustache, wouldn't you?
Yeah, hell, he sit right on there.
Anyways, thank you, Joe, for helping us out on that one. You're the best. Or actually, on both these, you're the best.
You the best. You the best.
And I love the guy. So,
yeah, he's great.
He is. He's one of the best. So, Sagamore 9-year. This is following the 8-year release, which was what? Is it clean?
You have our test blend in here.
Oh, yeah, I know our test blend, right? By the way, talking about our test blend, this is what we're decided to go with the big logo. We have a big logo and a small logo on this.
We do.
If you're on our Patreon, then you'll know all about it. So, because that's part of our Patreon tier. Anyways, was the Sagamore 8? No, Parker's Rye was our rye of the year last year. The Sagamore 8-year finish second?
I think so.
I think so too.
I think it was, yeah.
So one of the best ryes we had all of last year. This is 112.6 proof. The mash bill is a 95.5. It's distilled in Indiana, and it was $79.99. Along those lines. Yeah, along those lines. I think that's what MSRP is.
Yeah.
So you did pour that one first, right?
I did. This is the 9-year rye.
And then the other one that we have over here is the Sagamore Port Finish. So this isn't the newest batch. This is batch 3. I think batch 4 is coming out here soon, or it already has came out. But we've actually never reviewed or had any of them, so we want to be able to review it.
Before we get started, hit the like, subscribe, turn on the notifications, and look us up on Patreon.
Yeah, we got a barrel pick coming out.
We do. Right away, there's got a good spice to it.
Okay. This note just hit me, so I'm like holding on to it.
No, go ahead. Go ahead, say your note.
Think of a s'more, but take away the chocolate, put like a a marshmallow cream, and then put a little fruit on top.
Mm.
But you got the graham cracker, you got the marshmallow.
Yeah, I definitely
a little bit of like campfire burnt marshmallow.
I definitely get the graham crackery kind of smell on that for sure. And it just kind of got a good sweet and spicy smell to it. Like
there's like a good like peach or grape sauce on there.
Yeah, I can see that.
Man, that just.
I mean, honestly, like
bravo Sagamore on that nose.
Sagamore,
that nose is just.
I don't even know if you watch our channel or not. But Sagamore, if you do watch our channel, you know how much we love you, and I mean, it's just a small little flight up there to come up and do a pick. Bourbon Kingdom's on the up and up.
We could hang out with Joe.
That'd
be awesome.
I mean, there's all kinds of things that could happen.
Man, that nose is intoxicating.
Ooh.
I have not had this in a minute, and it is super intoxicating.
That's interesting in a good way. Like, there's like a cinnamon kind of peppery. cinnamony, peppery kind of taste to that, and then there's just like an overarching sweetness through it. Whether like I get a little citrusy note in there, a little kind of honey note in there, and it's just
I love that.
Good.
I love that honey note. There's a dark, raw honey note in there. I don't really remember last time I tried it.
I've not tried this, but you also get that hint of just that rye, the wryness in it.
Peach cobbler. There is a kind of like, this is going to sound really weird. Think of like banana bread, but without the banana. And I don't really know what that looks like.
So just bread.
Yeah, but like there's like a moist,
yeah,
like there's something to that.
Yeah, I get you.
And I know that sounds really dumb. I'm sorry, guys and gals, but like it's just. Is that cap underneath my foot?
It fell, so probably
okay, fair
so.
enough.
I do think it has a kind of a traditional rye finish in a lot of ways.
Well, I mean, it kind of like showed it as a 95.5.
Yeah, but not all ryes have that traditional rye finish.
I will say, yes, in the sense of like, are you talking mintiness and greenery and stuff like that? Yeah. I agree with like some of the greenery part. Yeah. I don't know if I totally agree with the mintiness of it though. This is much more fruit forward than what I remember.
It is fruit forward. I agree with
that. Fruit forward in like a delicious, awesome way.
But it has that undertone on the finish of what the undertone is of a rye, generally speaking. Like I mean, like I'm a rye fan now, so
that he is a rye fan. That cinnamon evolves into like a Christmas cookie in a way, with some cinnamon on there, a little bit of like, it's.
That's good.
I mean, it's almost like a toffee, like icing.
What is this? $80?
I think around $80. Yeah.
No.
So that's delicious. Yeah, that is literally phenomenal.
That's really good.
It's gonna be sad whenever that bottle goes. I like this more than the 8-year. I love that 8-year last year.
The 8-year was.
And I think there's some subtle differences in there to where they kind of stand out from one another.
I like the cinnamon, peppery, honey kind of feel on this.
Yeah.
On the palate, I really like that. So I think I agree with you. I think I do like this more than the 8-year.
Yeah.
So
I agree. That's a buy. These are a little difficult to find for sure. I know they don't drop in our area. I believe they were up around the distillery a little bit.
So if you live up in that area,
I believe Silbach and Bourbon Outfitters had it. But,
probably.
Bourbon
Outfitters. Shout out.
All right. Oh, that port finish. All right, so this is the Sagamore port finish. This is 100. I think it's like 103 proof. If I recall, where is it showed at? Yeah, 103 proof. This is 95.5, distilled in Indiana, aged 6-year, rye aged 3+ years in
port barrels.
Port barrels. And then the cost of it's like $75.99. My daughter is up there just raising hell right now. By the way, I've never seen a port finish in our area. We'll see
this. No, I've not.
We'll see a tequila finish, Manhattan finish, a couple other things, but never one of these. So I'm pretty excited.
There's a lot of dark fruits in there, like between raspberry and
like
plummy kind of smell to it. Like all that smells really good.
Here's my question: if we were starting a distillery, is there any argument not to buy Sagamore rye? Like if you were gonna like source rye from anybody else. I know, like, what we're smelling and nosing and everything else right now was distilled, technically Indiana. But, like, the stuff that's being aged out there is just different.
Yeah, it is.
Like, that's who you're buying from.
Yeah. That's who we're going to do a single barrel through. You say it, you put it out into the ether, and it's going to happen. Y'all know.
Look. If he speaks it into existence and Sagamore gives us a pick, I'll let Dave pick a bottle. We'll crack it and celebrate, and I'll send out samples to Patreon members.
That's
How about
right.
that?
Yes, we will.
Unless it's like something I'm saving for like a kid.
Yeah.
Exceptions.
There are exceptions.
There's also other
I'm not
exceptions.
saving for any other kids. My kids are all grown and done.
There's also other exceptions, such as we're not cracking the Old Forester 150 or Brown Foreman 150th.
Oh man.
Or King Kentucky 18 year 707.
Can we not?
No, we can't.
No. The 150th.
No, we can't crack that.
I feel like we.
It's
could.
actually good though. Like
I
I
feel
will.
like-
Like let me say this. It is good.
I feel like we could crack that.
Who's this we?
Me and you.
Yeah.
Man, I like the nose on it.
That nose is
And
incredible.
it doesn't really feel very port on the nose.
It just is rich and fruity.
Yeah. I mean, it's very dark.
Cranberry, strawberry, or not strawberry. Cranberry and cherry. It's a little tart on the nose as well.
Yeah.
Little oak influence too. I almost feel like whenever I'm nosing that, there's like a perfect aging / finishing process of that between the oak and the fruit.
Now, I think you get the port finish. You get the port aging on the palate, which is not a bad thing. I'm just saying that I feel like you get the port on the palate.
It almost doesn't even drink like a rye.
Mm-mm.
Like it honestly almost drinks more like a bourbon in a way.
I agree with that.
Man, that
you
is,
get a twinge, like a
just
twinge
so
of
good.
You get a twinge of rye on the end of it, but just a twinge, like not.
I forget how dang good these are, or not how. Like, let me take it back. Whenever I had it, I remember how much I enjoyed it, and to be honest with you, I kind of filed it, just kind of forgot about it.
Yeah,
and I'm just so happy coming back to this.
I feel like that finish it's got a good finish, and a good spice on the end of the finish.
I
That
don't think it's too spicy.
no, not spicy. I don't consider it spice, but I like the spice on the end of it. Like, I think that's where the rye spice is in it. Like,
There's a little bit of like a sour fruit note, but like in a awesome way
yeah,
on the palate. Again, okay, so now some of that rye spice does pop on that.
yeah,
There's vanilla.
yeah,
There is like chocolate covered strawberries or cherries.
yeah.
And I agree that port influence does kind of start to come out on that palate a
I
little
agree.
bit more. I don't get it. The finish is nice because it's like it's there for a long time. It's not impactful.
Yeah.
Like in the sense like where it's like a quote unquote Kentucky hug.
Yeah. No. Yes, I agree with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I will say it is very long. And it's not. It's gentle but not subtle.
I get what
the
you're saying.
influence of that is there, but it's not like, you know, where sometimes you drink an Elijah Craig barrel proof and it's hitting you hard.
Yeah, it hits you right. No, I feel like that port just kind of mellows
it
it.
levels
but-
out a little bit and carries on.
Yeah, I agree with that. All in all, both of these are really good, and for $75 to $80, you can't go wrong. I think with either one of these. If you could find them, I would say find them and get them. If you're up in that area, in the Baltimore, Maryland area, and you can frequent Sagamore, I don't know why you wouldn't or why you haven't, but when they drop stuff, chances are you should go pick it up because it's good.
Which one do you like more?
I actually like the port finish more.
So I think I like the 9-year more, but I really enjoy both these.
I think the port finish is going to pair really nice with the cigar we smoke later tonight.
Fair point.
I'm probably going to have this with the cigar tonight.
Fair.
So
I just might join you.
yeah, all in all, that's really good. Tell us if you've had these. Again, if you're from that area and you've had them, or if you have them. We'd love to hear where you got them from, what area you were in when you got them. So until the next time,
We'll see you.
we'll see you.
Thank you, Joe.
Yes, thank you, Joe.